everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If it's your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. If you're returning, then welcome back. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the Blac Chyna episode. What episode was this tonight? Hold on, let me see. So this is the episode. Anyways, I'll figure out what episode it is and I'll put it in the title. But this is the episode entitled If You Can Make It Here. So she's going to New York. So the whole basis of this episode is Chyna going to New York for the Wendy Williams show, and it's showing us behind the scenes of how stressful it is and everything that goes into the life of Blac Chyna. So getting her ready, getting her questions together, what she can and can't say, and just all the preparation for traveling from LA to New York. And so the episode starts with a meeting for the new staff members. So Chyna has a whole new staff and they're all male, which is a change for her. And I think there was some issues, don't quote me, but I think there were some issues and things of that nature with her previous staff and like drama. Oh no, that's what we're not going to do. And so I think she even got into a physical altercation with a staff member previously. So I guess she feels like getting all male staff may actually cut down on the drama. But as this episode unwinds, we see that is not the case at all. They're having a little group discussion, a group meeting. Freshie is the new publicist. So he actually is not at the meeting physically, but they called him on the phone. It seemed like he was ducking and dodging their calls a little bit, but they ended up getting him on the phone. Chyna comes downstairs with this little playful naked onesie number, so just showing like a playful side to Chyna, like, and they actually showed the titties and everything. Okay, so then we kind of just transition into a scene with Chyna on her way to New York in the car after they get off the flight. Something's wrong with her toe. Like, they made a big tobacco about this toe. She sprained her toe somehow. Then she has to wear heels. But that can be uncomfortable. You know how that is being a girl. And I hate stuff like that because like, to you it feels so dramatic, but to somebody else you're trying to explain it to people and they like, girl, your toe. Like, I hate that. Anyways, they're now in the hotel room just going over the questions for the interview. Freshie is actually here now. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like him. I don't like him. Freshie and Treasure get into it. So Treasure was Chyna's publicist and all. She said she wore all the hats, so I already got a little hint of like that territorialness with Treasure. Like, look, I've been doing this for 13 years. What you think you're gonna come in here and do or change? But see, that's the thing. Like, when you're a brand like that or a business, you gotta constantly change things. So I am a little on the fence about the dynamic of Chyna and Treasure's friendship, because on this episode we find out that Treasure is obviously on the payroll. Like, girl. But to me, that's where lines get drawn, and it's weird when you have like friends that are on the payroll, sometimes even family. Like, I don't know how that dynamic works per se, because it's like, okay, in my mind it's like, okay, are you paying her to be your friend at this point? Like, I know y'all were friends before, but once you start paying somebody and somebody has to like help you put your toe in ice, help you put on your shoes, help you do your hair, help you do everything, it becomes like, to me, that changes the dynamic of a friendship or a relationship. That's just me. I don't know. I don't feel like anybody can really do that except for your mother. And even some people's relationship with their moms is like shaky. So, but for me, I can't really see me paying. Like, I know over time, if I ever had staff members or something like that, they would probably become your friend because of the dynamic of the relationship and the partnership or whatever. But I don't know, that's just weird to me, but we'll see. I don't know. Treasure and Freshie are getting into it. They're going back and forth. Treasure is like showing her, I don't know what you call it, her rank. She's flashing her rank, basically. To me, I felt like, Treasure, you really overstepped your boundaries, because now in this scene there's also a nail tech there, and you don't know these people. Like, y'all should have kept this way more professional. But I mean, it makes for good TV. But I'm just saying, like, in the future, stuff like this is so unprofessional. Like, somebody got to be the bigger person. You can't be barking at Freshie like Chyna is the CEO, not you. And I just felt like Chyna should have shut that down way before it got out of hand the way it did. Like, they were literally going back and forth, tit for tat. It was so embarrassing. Like, I was like, this is so unprofessional. Like, even down to, I forget what the boy name is, the little assistant or whatever, Jamal. I just don't understand. Maybe it was the way they edited the show. I'm not sure. But it seemed like every time Chyna would ask, like, okay, how many questions do I have? How many out of this many and this and that? Like, nobody could give her a straight answer. That was so weird to me. She asked them, did you print off the questions? He got all these excuses, Freshie. And I'm like, this is, I just don't understand that. Like, professionalism to me, like, that is like the utmost. So if you can't just show up. Some people don't learn like that. You can't just read off questions to some people. Their attention span is short. You seen Chyna she kept talking about her toe was hurting. She had the toe in the ice. Treasure over here dumping ice out of the freezer. They making all this noise, and Jamal and Freshie over here having sidebar conversation like, oh my gosh, she is so loud. She is so loud. I'm like, y'all are so extra. I just could not. Like, I hated this scene. It made me cringe. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. Y'all was giving me ratchet. Okay? It really got nowhere. I don't know what they actually went over. Like, at the end of the scene, Chyna was like, okay, you know what? I'll just do it. I'll just prepare myself. And I'm like, that's messed up. Like, I feel like if you have that much of a team, all you should have to worry about is showing up. Showing up, make sure you remember what you're supposed to say, what you're not supposed to say, and that should be it. I felt like they did nothing but stress the girl out even more, honestly. But that is a big production to be with her, to get her together. But I totally get it, because I'm telling y'all, sometimes when I be getting ready for the day, to do my hair, to do my makeup, to do, like, everything, figure out what I'm gonna wear, like, it's too much. And it just be me. And I'm nowhere near having a big production like that, but I'm just saying, like, I can only imagine, like, travel, like, girl. Chyna, you better hire you a more legit staff. Like, don't be hiring these people need to have some credentials about themselves. I'm sorry, sis. You need to get maybe an agency. I did not like that. Like, these people are unprepared, young, inexperienced. Like, no ma'am. Not somebody on your caliber. You absolutely not. No. So that's where the end of the scene, the end of the show is basically Chyna trying to get her wig on. I'm not understanding if this is like, it sounded like she had 2 or 3 hairstylists cancel on her or something. She's getting ready for the Wendy show. Her hair was messed up, in her opinion. The makeup artist, I guess, was taking too long. Then she goes in the bathroom, ends up crying her whole face off. And I'm just like, oh my God. Then she's in there yelling at Treasure. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not that type of friend. You cannot keep yelling at me. You cannot, if I sense aggression or anything of the sort, I'm out. I am out. So, no, I'm not that friend. I'm not that punching bag. I'm not that, oh, girl, well, and then in an hour you're going to call me back and it's all, nope. I'm not that girl. I don't have any siblings. I grew up by myself. I don't speak to people that way. You're not going to speak to me that way. I'm not that girl. I'm not that friend. So, anybody can tell you that. I am not that girl. No. People be like, oh, well, you know, I didn't mean nothing by it. Oh, well, sounded like you did. So, I'm good on that. Because I don't like that. So, Treasure, Libra, Blac Chyna, Taurus. Obviously, y'all did whatever to make it work for the last 13 years. But, girl, I don't know if that could be me. I really don't. Because that is very that's a lot of tension and stress from this episode. What I saw it takes to get a Blac Chyna ready, and she's already a pretty girl. Like, girl, I I don't think I can do it. So Tony wasn't in this episode at all, you guys. This episode was really quick, actually. So let me know your thoughts down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the commentary. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and you have your post notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my content. Also follow me on Instagram. I will leave it in the description box down below. And thank you so much. I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Make sure you comment. Let me know your thoughts. Bye.